Help me reach 100k and we will have a legendary giveaway. 3 copies of Legends Arceus with the #1 winner also winning a Switch system. All you need to do is subscribe and comment on any one of my videos from October 28th to January 28th. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you'll have at winning. Leaving a like or a dislike will help support the channel as well. Be sure to read the rest of the rules on screen, and best of luck with the giveaway. Every generation has its fair share of overpowered mons, but when returning to the Sinnoh region, you might find that your favorite Pokemon, the busted Pokemon in Generation 4, isn't as strong as you thought it was now in Generation 8. Diamond and Pearl had some Pokemon that had some mechanics that were, you can say, busted in Generation 4, but now in Generation 8, they've been nerfed so that the Pokemon are more balanced. And because of that, when you use these Pokemon in in-game playthrough or in Wi-Fi battles, you'll find they're much weaker than they were before. So that's why I want to talk to you guys about the 5 kind of Pokemon that are much weaker in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl than they were in Diamond and Pearl. This time we have a few categories and a few individual Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 5. Exploding Pokemon. So, Self-Destruct and Explosion, not necessarily moves that you want to use in an in-game playthrough unless you come stacked with revives and stuff. But in Wi-Fi battles, Explosion and Self-Destruct were actually pretty useful in competitive, because not only do they do an insane amount of damage, but they also have your opponent's defense in Generation 4. That's absolutely ridiculous. That means a times 4 effective move will effectively become times 8. A not very effective move will become a normal effective move. It was absolutely crazy. And this is on top of the ridiculous base power of both Self-Destruct and Explosion. So things such as Self-Destructing Snorlax, Explosion Weezing, Skuntank, and all these other Pokemon were used a lot more in Generation 4 just because of this one thing. But in Generation 8, now that they're Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Explosion and Self-Destruct no longer have your opponent's defense, and the usage of these Pokemon has come down a lot. Number 4. Pokemon with weather-changing abilities. So your Abomasnow, Hippowdon, Kyogre, Groudon. Yeah, these 4 were kind of busted with their abilities. Of course, Kyogre and Groudon are still busted. That's not a question. But Snow Warning, Sandstream, Drizzle, and Drought would effectively just keep the weather going until another Pokemon with weather came out. Because in Generation 4, weather was permanent. It wasn't 5 turns. If you summoned any kind of weather, it was there until another weather condition replaced it. So nowadays, if you had weather be permanently active, rain, hail, drought, sand teams, that's all you'd see in competitive. Just because it really buffs up a person's team. So now that they got rid of perma weather, and weather's only lasts for like max 5 turns, it's very helpful. And the Wi-Fi scene is going to once again change dramatically. Number 3, Gengar. Now I have Gengar at number 3, but in my opinion, I think Gengar has the biggest nerf. But it's just that Gengar isn't a Gen 4 Pokemon, you know? So, number 3, but we all know what happened to Gengar. Generation 7, they said he was too busted. Got rid of his Levitate ability, got rid of his lack of ground weakness, and they gave him Cursed Body, effectively giving him an EQ, or ground weakness. Man, this guy been avoiding earthquakes left, right, and center since Generation 3, and they had to do him dirty because he was too good. In Generation 4, Gengar was a threat, and Generation 8 still is. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I'm sure he'll still be a threat. But, hey, you can hit it with an earthquake now, which a lot of Pokemon run. Garchomp takes care of Gengar, no problem. Before that wasn't the case, now it very well might be. Number 2, any Pokemon that gets the Fairy weakness, specifically Spiritomb and Sableye. Now these 2 are Pokemon that were notorious because they didn't have any weaknesses on them. That wasn't until Generation 6 where the Fairy typing came, and that became their only downside. Up until that point, you could say Spiritomb and Sableye were these incredible busted Pokemon. Though you could take care of them in other ways, they were still Pokemon that just didn't have any weakness, and that was exclusive to them. But now with the Fairy typing, they have a weakness, and you can take care of them with a simple Dazzling Gleam, or a Moonblast if they're a bit more tanky. Number 1, Dark Void. And in other words, Darkrai and Smeargle. Smeargle went crazy in the VGC scene because it could copy Darkrai's Dark Void, And Dark Void at this point in time could put both opponents to sleep if you're playing doubles, and it had an 80% accuracy. Since then, it has now been lowered to 50% accuracy, and worse than that, or better than that actually, Smeargle can no longer use Dark Void. Dark Void can only be used by Darkrai or a Ditto transforming into Darkrai. Basically, can only be used by Darkrai. This change was made so that Smeargle couldn't go crazy in VGC, and thank God it did. Though Darkrai's Dark Void is now a 50% accuracy, and we all know what 50% accuracy means in Pokemon, this is for the better, man. Like, oh my god, Dark Void is such a busted move. If they had this going in, it would have been crazy, and if they had Smeargle still able to use Dark Void, VGC would just be Smeargle across the board. No one would use anything else. So, those are the 5 Pokemon that have got weaker from Diamond and Pearl to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. If you haven't seen the 5 Pokemon that have gotten stronger, please do check that out. And if you guys want to see more videos, then stay tuned to the channel because I got a lot more videos coming up shortly. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next video, alright? Later.